Welcome to Riva del Garda, and so to the Musto Skiff World Championships 2015. We'll be taking you through the highlights of an outstanding week here in Italy, and also showing you what the class is like from the racing and social side.
We're in Riva at Lake Garda now, and we are on the first day of the World Championships, and the wind is just starting to fill in for the first day, and everybody's getting ready to do races today. We've got a very big contingent from Australia. We've got 10 boats. They sent a container over, so that's really good. We've got a good fleet from Spain and Italy and Germany, and so it's a very good range of nationalities here, and I think it's 12 nationalities overall.
As the wind kicked in on the first day, 3 races were held on schedule with some fantastic conditions. Race 1 was held in 10 to 12 knots of steady breeze, with most sailors heading out to the cliffs on the right-hand side of the course. The wind held out for the second and third races of the day, leaving favourite Bruce Keane to clean up with wins in races 1 and 2 and a very consistent second in the last, meaning overall standings after day 1 saw Bruce Keane in first place, 15 points clear of Dave Poston in second. Day 2 brought slightly different conditions. With the usual Garda breeze not filling in, the fleet sailed off the northerly wind, a change which some sailors found challenging.
It's not been a typical Garda day. Wind blowing from the opposite direction to what we normally expect, but the good people still know how to find their way through the ladders. They climb up the ladders and they don't slide down too many snakes, but I think for most of us it's been a very, very difficult day.
The consistent sailors found their way through the fleet, leaving Keane once again in first, with John Newman moving up to second, 13 points behind Keane. Brit Dan Trotter, the youngest sailor in the competition, was third. There was no sailing for day 3 at the Worlds. It was used as a lay day and an opportunity for the sailors to look around the beautiful sights that Lake Garda has to offer. Paul Manning, the class secretary, took us around the boat to show us what we might expect.
This is the Musto Performance Skiff. It's a single-handed ISAF class, which is used by sailors between 75 and 95 kilos.
Day 4 of the competition, and the racing is hotting up, getting ever closer to the finals. The Aura breeze kicked in beautifully, providing the sailors with a steady 13 knots of breeze over the racecourse and some champagne sailing conditions in glorious sunshine. The top 3 were unchanged, with Keane in first, Newman second and Trotter third.
Yeah, last day of racing. I think Bruce has pretty much got sewn up now. I'm just going to try and hang on to my third, that's my hopes. But a lot of mistakes to be made yet, so I just have to try and get 3 consistent races in.
With the breeze not filling in as expected after the sunny conditions, the racing got underway in the lightest wind the competition had seen so far.
Today was a little bit frustrating because the wind didn't fill in quite as was expected. That's the sort of thing that happens on a lake like this. Today they only actually got 1 race in. We started a race at 1 o'clock on the northerly wind, but unfortunately the wind dropped out halfway through the race. So the race committee had to abandon the race, and then we hung around for a couple of hours before we got enough wind from the south, and we restarted about 3:45.
After the abandonment of the first race, eventually, just before time was up, the race committee got a start off in the southerly wind. Still light wind racing for the sailors, but a 10th race to finish the series. Onto the podium, and it was Brit Bruce Keane taking the overall crown of Musto Skiff World Champion, with Australian John Newman in second and British sailor Dan Trotter third. Now, if you haven't already done so, please check out all the videos from throughout the week to see more details of each day, and then join us again next year when we'll be in Karnak for the 7th ACO Musto Skiff World Championships.